book.
And it is read Teresa, and everybody sees Teresa. Yosefu, and everybody reads Yosefu. Hasib, everybody reads Hasib. So what's the problem? What's the problem? That's why the names. Because I don't want my number 2 to be misunderstood to number 1. Read the name Teresa, and Teresa is legible like this. Owino, legible like Owino. Joseph, legible like Joseph. What's the problem? They're not going to be remaining here for everybody to know who I voted. It doesn't matter. We have always done that, and it's always very legal. Thank you very much.
I'll take 3 people, and they will make a ruling on it.
Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, we are only 32 voters here. And this institution has the machinery to print these ballots within the shortest time possible. Serialize them and bring it to you. It may not necessarily do that print work, but ballots can be created in the respective name. The institution has the facility here, and it is only 32 voters. And that can be done. And as the campaign, this process, if it is embarked on, we are still here, Your Worship. Let us really protect the sanctity of the ballot, as His Worship, the Lord Mayor, has indicated. It's only 32 votes. We can't say it's taking forever. I mean, it's not going to Nassau Road. It's just here.
The ED, a democracy demands that there is fairness, and it has to be seen to be done. Yes, we can, and then just print the names. We have already the nominees, so that we have for the deputy here and for this. I think we do that, and as the candidates, the nominees are busy talking amongst themselves, we can have this printed to avoid any doubt or any ground to be raised. So let it be. Where is the second one?
Your Worship, we need some further clarification on what exactly we need to do.
We have the names listed here. We have 3.
Yeah.
So we have their names listed. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It can be typed in this space. So whoever we tick the one he wants.
So it requires a typewriter.
Yes, here. Okay. Then they will just come and tick.
So they just tick?
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that what you want?
Yes. Okay, give us that one. Give us the names and the ballot.
Where is the second? These are the names for deputy, the nominees, and these ones for the
one photocopy.
I really don't know. It has gone this way. Photocopy and bring our original. So I think you need, by 11, we should be able to start voting. So in the meantime, can we have the nominees, you now know yourself, address the August House? have the name. The three for the position of deputy. You read it. Where's the other one? Yes, that's what we're calling. We're calling them to come forward. Where are the names? Take just. Can the clerk hurry up and bring our copies?
Your worship, if you want to make copies, bring them back.
So that we go on with our...
Then the typesetting for the ballot take a few more minutes.
Yes. In the meantime, we shall be having the nominees address us. So that we save on time. I think face them. Come and face them, the voters. They want to hear from you. Let's get the deputy.
I worship the magistrate, His Worship the Lord Mayor. I worship the Deputy Lord Mayor, my fellow Lord Councillors, members of Parliament, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm called Nyanjula Doreen. I'm the LC5 Woman Councillor, Makere University. I take this opportunity to thank those who nominated me for the position of Speaker for Kampala Capital City Authority. I'm running for Speaker so as to position KCCA for success in these our times. I want us to position ourselves for a success that will be as strong as a rock, so that future generations can build on and not break what we'll have done. I seek this position not with the intention of being someone, but in sync with the political leadership of the authority, do something for the residents of Kampala. I want to implement an agenda that will both defend and fulfill the desires and demands of the residents of the city. Honorable members, under my stewardship, council debates shall be held in an environment of freedom and respect. Each shade of opinion shall find a stall to freely compete in the marketplace of ideas. Even when a member holds an opinion that I vehemently am opposed to, I will defend their right to express such an opinion. I do it not because I'm compelled by law, but because it is my life's philosophy, the creed by which I live, to respect the inherent right of one to hold and express one's opinion. I have learned that stifling alternative ideas is always counterproductive to the persecutor because it hides from them the idea that is presented. Honorable members, I'll be a steady hand at the helm of steering council towards greater selfless service to our beloved city. The Speaker's chair will help the dispossessed, those downtrodden, who, when we see through power's prism, are mere statistics stripped of humanity. I'll fight for the downtrodden, those that are termed as the wretched of the earth. I will at all times pursue the common good with unrelenting consistency. I'm incorruptible, hardworking, strong-minded. In the heat of battle, I have proven my mentor. I'm also willing to learn, grow, and become an even better leader, committed to the cause of the ordinary Kampala citizen. Honorable colleagues, as Speaker, I will ensure we have constant sessions in which councillors will be able to put to the floor questions about their areas of representation. Questions of potholes, sanitation, security, and others in the areas which you represent will be given maximum attention and solutions found, because why else are we here if not to represent our people? I'm running for Speaker because within us we have built great comradeship. I want to be a Speaker who will be there for you, honorable councillors. I want to be a Speaker who will rise with you if we rise, who will fall with you if we fall, but above all, I want to be Speaker who will help you nurse your constituents and ensure that we all get re-elected in council come 2021. Because I believe in the spirit of continuity, for if we all come back, we shall build on the experiences we'll have achieved in this council to serve better our people in the next council. Importantly, as Speaker, I'll be my dear voters, you know me. We have been working together. We have moved as a team. And for today, I'm counting on you. I know together we shall transform Kampala for everyone. Thank you so much. I request for your votes. Thank you.
Your Worship, the Chief Magistrate, His Worship the Lord Mayor, Her Worship the Deputy Lord Mayor, authority councillors, members of Parliament around, ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to greet you all. Sir, I've tried to circulate my campaign speech, but I'm going to try to be brief. I'm sure that everyone will get the opportunity to go through about it. It is as follows. My fellow authority councillors and honorable members of this gallant house, the Lord Mayor, our beloved Deputy Lord Mayor, I greet you all in the name of the Almighty, and I stand amidst you here in bright Thursday morning, humbly and politely requesting for your treasured votes as I vie for the position of Speaker to Authority Council. I also take this golden opportunity to welcome and honor the Chief Magistrate presiding over this remarkable exercise, the technical team headed by the Executive Director, the media, as well as people in the gallery witnessing the exceptional exercise. The journey has been long, characterized by hills and valleys, but thank Lord, we have finally reached the last lap. It's an honor and privilege to speak on this podium, in this chamber, where so many thoughtful governance and administrative issues and decisions are supposedly debated upon and sounding decisions derived at, which decisions are meant to transform our capital city and, at the same time, positively influence the lives of our people, call them the dwellers, and here I underscore both the urban poor and the urban rich. Dear members, as we all know, there is a new legal regime in Kampala that came into force when the President assented the KCA Amendment Bill on the 28th of November 2019. It's this new legislation that created the office and position of the Speaker under Section 8A, B, C, and D of the KCC Act and as amended, the very position that I'm standing here before you to seek. Nonetheless, the position of Speaker is not an alien in this very council chamber. Before the enforcement of the 2010 KCC Act, previous councils had speakers, just like the case with all other 134 districts of Uganda. We can all bear witness to the fact that former council speakers under the TFACT KCC left a footmark after serving diligently and in harmony with their mayors and councillors. If I'm to refresh your minds, among the outstanding council speakers we had in previous councils is Al-Haj Abdul Sereko, the father to one of our honorable colleagues here. We have Her Worship, the Deputy Lord Mayor, who served under the regime of the emeritus, the late John Sebana Kizito. We had Honorable Shifra Lukwago, who served under the reign of Al-Haj Nasanteke Sebagala. Dear colleagues, with my qualification in social sciences and humanities, which I studied at the prestigious University of Makerere between 2006.
Honorable Member, you've written your speech, summarize it up so that they can read the details. Time is not in your favor.
Okay, thank you. The reason I'm contesting for Speaker is to offer myself service, and that service should be people-centered for the betterment of us all. Kampala is big enough for all of us to be contented, but surprisingly, our people are sharply divided because of various power centers which dwindles us. My dear Honorable Member, while the Speaker's official role will be moderating debate before rulings on procedural matters, among others, quite often members should be at ease to interact with their Speaker, especially when there is need to bring to the attention of the Speaker a matter of national importance or even make any lobbying ahead of the Authority Council business. Lastly, once you shower me with your precious votes, my dear honorable colleagues and members, my leadership style as your Speaker will be shared leadership. In shared leadership model, power and authority are vested in a group, as opposed by the autocratic leadership model where authority is vested in a single individual. Shared leadership is recognized by fostering stronger collaborative and cooperative spirit, among others. I finally request you for your prestigious votes, and I'm assuring you all that I will be able to serve the way I have been serving under the committees where I've been served. I'm a team leader, and I'm ready to work with you. Thank you very much. May the Lord, the good Lord, bless you all. I beg.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member. Can we now have third nominee, that is Muhammad Segurinya? Honorable Member, you also
Thank
be
you.
mindful of time.
Thank you very much, Your Worship, the Magistrate, the Lord Mayor, Honorable Members, the Deputy Lord Mayor, and Honorable Member of Parliament, Honorable Anissa Wanyana. You are most welcome. This is my speech. The Lord Mayor, the Deputy Lord Mayor, Honorable Councillors of Kampala Capital State Authority, ladies and gentlemen. I am Segirinya Muhammad, representing Kawempe North on Kampala Capital State Authority. As we assemble here today, allow me to present myself as a tested and most reliable candidate for this sensitive position of a Speaker, Kampala Capital State Authority. We must dedicate this election toward the welfare of the people we represent. Kampala is the heart of our nation, the destiny of most Ugandans, and the business center at large. We must promote business and trade, but we must agree that it is the people that form the city. Our people need Kampala that liberates the poor from oppression. We need to build and recover hopes of Kampala people through our actions of today. As a speaker, I come with a vision that we as road councillors, we must always sit timely and must create time for emergencies. Our cases and resolutions must be followed up and respected. Our welfare as road councillor must be upheld. The authority must start to consider the cries of ordinary people, traders, and travelers. We must return the city to Ugandans as people, not the few tycoon who, for examples, as we speak today, have powers to close buildings just to punish traders, and as well have been seeing. Sagirinya Muhammad comes with leadership where the resolutions of Kampala municipalities will be accommodating to create harmony and efficiency in service delivery. I believe in an authority where the views of each councillor have space. An authority which advocates for functionality of each authority directorate. An authority that ensures accountability and transparency and vow to fight corruption in various KCCA departments. I have visited and supported many needy Ugandans in most of all divisions of Kampala. I always stand with the oppressed, including vendors. I rose from the ghettos of Kyebando as an ordinary radio callers on radio stations, where I used to express the suffering of people through radio stations. I have mastered the life of poor who form 80% of Kampala, and they indeed your voters. Join me and trust me to liberate the poor and the voiceless. We must, as councillors, reclaim the authority powers and return into people by election of today. Voting Sagirinya Muhammad, as a speaker, we return power to the people. I am aware the speaker has a duty to preside over council meetings. I'm ready to convene council meetings respectively. I'm summarizing.
Now I'm just telling them to keep order so that they can listen with you. So summarize.
Last but not least, I don't come as a leader, but as a team member to rebuild the lost team work in KCCA. Please avoid voting a speaker who will revenge on a particular group. I repeat, please avoid voting a speaker who will revenge on a particular group. I write that one. I write it. If you vote me, I pledge to serve you with humbleness and to be guided not only by the law, but by the views and resolutions of the council. This is a chance to liberate Uganda and the city at large. I owe the constitution ideology of people power as provided in the chapter of Constitution Article 1. Vote Sagirinya Muhammad and we move the promised land. We can make Kampala great again. Yes, we can. For God and my country, people power, our power. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Sagirinya. Order. So we have heard from the three nominees for the position of Speaker. We are now going to those who are vying for the position of Deputy Speaker. So can we have the first nominee, Sabuka Doreen, come on stage.
Your Worship, the Chief Magistrate, His Worship, the Lord Mayor, the Honorable Member of Parliament present, Your Worship, the Deputy Lord Mayor, members of the press, honorable members here, honorable councillors, I greet you all in Jesus' name. It's a pleasure to see you here today, having held our last council on 14th January 2020. As we make a fair and highly important decision for this city, I, Sabuka Doreen, the LC5 Woman Councillor for Machinde West, and a member of this authority, hereby present myself vying for the position of Deputy Speaker, believing that at this critical stage in this institution, we need a proven leader with unquestionable progressive values and a vision for the better future. We need a Deputy Speaker who will exhibit leadership and fortitude to rise above petty bickering and position Kampala as the vibrant and attractive city it is. Together we have walked these streets, informal settlements, and I know all of us below our feet lies a lot of potential which can only be harnessed with the veins of a dedicated leader. I tell you today that I possess that leadership and talent, having over the years served as a lawyer at Tumwebaza Gonza, Kopsinje Advocates, Chairperson Revenue Standing Committee, Chairperson HR and Administration, a member of the Gender and Social Services Standing Committee of this institution, where I have registered remarkable achievements despite our disagreements. Fellow colleagues, I humbly request for your votes that I'll uphold the values of this institution, that I'll ably represent the views of the people, that I'll present independent representation and leadership, I'll promote reconciliation, I'll uphold the vision of the Lord Mayor in light of the vision statement adopted by this council. I will execute the functions of the Speaker as stipulated in Section 8 of the amended Act, KCCA Act. I'll promote the welfare of my honorable colleagues. I'll monitor service delivery standards. I'll respect the rule of law. I'll act as a direct link between technocrats, the political wing, the general public, while creating a cordial working environment. I will move boldly so that you honorable members will look back and say, indeed, we didn't make a mistake. We voted the right candidate, and indeed, she has given us equitable representation. Vote for me, and I will ensure that our numbers add up. For God and my country, Sabuka Doreen, LC5 Woman Councillor, Machinde West. Your Worship, the Magistrate, Your Worship, the Lord Mayor, Her Worship, the Deputy Lord Mayor, fellow Honorable Councillors, Member of Parliament for Kampala, present, press, the ED and the technical team, good morning. Amon Alice is my name. I'm the LC5 Woman Council of Nakawa 1. I am here seeking for your support and your vote in particular to handle the business of Kampala within Kampala Capital City Authority as the Deputy Speaker, Kampala Capital City Authority. Amon Alice is a faithful Christian, and I am a mother of one daughter with a number of adopted children.
a resident of Mutungo Zone 4, that is in Nakawa Division. Myself, I'm a nurse by profession. I am an enrolled mental health nurse from Butabika School of Psychiatric Nursing. In my leadership trends, I was the speaker, Wonsa, that is at Shanambombo High School, where I finished my A-level. I was the Secretary, National Affairs, Wonsa, in Luwero District. In my course, I was the Minister for Health at Butabika School of Psychiatric Nursing. The people of Nakawa entrusted me to be their voice. That is why today I am here in this council. When they voted me to this office, I have been the chairperson, Public Health and Environment, for the last 3 years. Honorable members, you can bear me witness. In my service, when I was the chairperson, Public Health and Environment, because of my teamwork and togetherness with my fellow councillors, I made a remarkable achievement for this city in Pakituchola, the ordinance of fecal sludge. It is the only ordinance that has gone through the whole process. His Worship, the Lord Mayor, already appended his signature. My fellow councillors, I am seeking for your vote for this position. In every corner of City Hall and Kampala, I met each one of you. We shook hands and looked straight into your eyes as I requested for your vote. I didn't worry about your party affiliations, but it was only shared conviction that brought us together. The little campaign that was destined for greater things other than of us knew, and our message went far beyond confines of our workstations. Honorable members, put your trust in me and give me your vote. Honorable members, it started with me and your encouragement. A team of dedicated volunteers that spearheaded my campaigns. So therefore, my dear honorable members, give me your vote, you will not regret. Honorable members, I will keep faith with all who we serve diligently for the progress of shared city and our PAL. With that, honorable members, I am seeking for your vote and ready to serve you diligently for God and my country. Sabasajja Kabaka wangale. Afoya matea. Lubambe kwedwo.
Thank you, Alice. We can now have the last for the position of Deputy Speaker, that is Belhanga Mugisha.
Your Worship, the Chief Magistrate, Your Worship, Honorable Lord Mayor, Her Worship, the Deputy Lord Mayor, my fellow colleagues, the Honorable Councillors, the ED and the entire technical team, and the media present here today. My name is Burhan Biaruhanga Mugisha, a councillor representing Chambogo institutions. I am a teacher by profession. I am a leader. I am a father. I am an entrepreneur. Fellow colleagues, thank the Almighty Allah that has enabled us to reach on to today, that is redefining the direction that the leadership of Kampala is taking. It is a long-awaited day that all of us have been yearning to reach to. Honorable colleagues, I stand before you seeking your support and vote for the position of Deputy Speaker for the reasons, one being that the current rules of procedure of the authority that we follow were championed and chaired by Burhan Biaruhanga as the chairperson of legal affairs, a role that you bestowed upon me and I successfully executed. I want to be the rock foundation that is going to support the office of the Speaker, because that is what is going to be the role of a Deputy Speaker, to support the Speaker in the execution of the mandate of the office of the Speaker, looking at the provisions of the rules of procedure which govern our business here. As a graduate of a certificate in administrative law, I also champion the implementation and passing of lawful decisions that will bring back the glory and honor to this authority, where our decisions will be given due respect without being rescinded in one way or the other. Honorable colleagues, I've been with you for the past 4 years, and we have had a lot of business done. I do not want to promise you heaven on earth in this council, but as Deputy Speaker, I will ensure that the welfare of the honorable colleagues, the councillors, is given utmost attention. I will ensure that the honorable councillors, under the office of the Speaker, are listened to with all fairness. A Speaker is supposed to be impartial, giving each and every one equal opportunity, regardless of where we come from, regardless of our body physical features, and regardless of whatever weaknesses that we will have. The role of the office of the Speaker is basically to preside over the authority, and as Deputy Speaker, I want to give that support to the office of the Speaker. Honorable colleagues, just like I said, I will not promise you heaven on earth. I will not speak till the hens come home, because I know you know who Burhan is. There is nothing that I'm going to add more than you know. I want to request for your support in all due honesty, because I've listened to the cries of the many. You know where we have come from. I respect democracy and I respect multi-party leadership. I belong to NRM. I would have loved to be Speaker of this council, but as a person who respects democracy, we have a council that has got majority people. I wouldn't like to have a council that is continuously going to be divided. I'm giving chance to the members with the majority composition to choose a leader for whom I'll provide support as Deputy Speaker. Honorable colleagues, we have seen what has been happening in the recent past. I want to be the buttress for whom those that are hard-trodden are going to come for solace. And I am sure with the abilities of a teacher, the abilities of a leader, the capabilities of a parent, we are going to overcome this and we shall have unity once again in the authority. I want to thank you once again for listening to me. I want to once again ask for your vote as we prepare to go and cast our vote. I want to thank the Almighty and most heartily the Lord Mayor that has always given us the chance to express our views when we are debating. It is not an easy task to serve two masters at a go, the voters and the council, but he has expressly done that amidst the challenges. I want to thank you, Your Worship, on that front. My honorable colleagues, I will not say anything much more than that, but once again ask for your support and your vote. Your Worship, the Chief Magistrate, I wish to end my speech here for God and my country.
Thank you very much, honorable member. Contestants, we are now waiting for the ballot papers to cast our votes, and I think they haven't finished it yet. We can, meanwhile, continue with the talks among ourselves, trying to woo others on your side as we wait. We can just have adjourn house for some 10-15 minutes. Then we converge for the elections now, so that we give them time to finalize. So you are free. Yes, we shall. We shall be calling your participants now, both. Deputy, it's two of them. We shall have two. If she fits. Oh, you want what? I wish you could follow up. We need it. sign and whatever. Find out. I was saying, where are going to print the name? Leave me and be in the premises. So by now, I think it will be easy because it's going to be one at one. one we are going to give out to everyone. No, I'm that one. Let me see this one. Yes. Yes. May we now call the House to order. Those who are outside, the councillors, can you get back in? Members outside, the eligible voters come in. Yes. Then you have our whatever not brought here. They're going to show condition be somewhere. You pick the Bible and the rest in the Bible and the rest. Then the boxes are here. Huh? You can leave it there. Okay. Bring the pen. Bring the Bible and the whatever. The Bible or the sticker. This one. Others are still missing, call your colleagues. Honorable members outside, can you please come in? Honorable members, I for other members to come in.
Honorable members, I just want to point I made earlier on. I know elections by their nature, they are quite emotive. A lot of excitement, euphoria, and sometimes frustrations and disappointments. I kindly request you after the exercise, you stay put because it's very important that we look into this budget. After I vote, like my duty as the Lord Mayor, and section 14B, the newly enacted session, to present our budget. Consideration of the first budget the appropriation made. This is the 139 billion and 95, that is KIDIP, and 95 billion for settlement bank, which is to shoot up 520. Yes, we need to. I told you there is a pool of roads from which we are supposed to choose. But second and most important, in this budget, the statement I have here, budget, there is no provision for the interpretation of the decision, meaning that if the exercise we're doing right now, after the speaker yes, about everything, it's not for the fear. It's our duty before suggesting Parliament that look into it, consider and have it put into consideration. Lastly, you know, as I told you, as cabinet will be sitting, these are the roads they will just like we have one road. You need to note from your respective areas. We shall seek for your opinion as we go the road, and this is important. From the 95 billion Wamala Road, Ruafu Road. Wamala Road is 4.4 kilometers. Ruafu Road 2.4. Kabega Road, Mutesa 1 Road, Old Mubende Road, Canon Chife Bulaya, Bulaya, Kayeme Marugu Road, China Road, Obero Road, Odipot, then the 50th Street, and Road, Salama Road, and many others here. So you will get the list and pick from that, and you guide accordingly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Members now have the ballot papers with the names printed on, so the serial numbers. So you will come forward, pick one, get to that basin, you tick. There's a pen already in it. You can then cast your vote on the one for the speaker and the one for the deputy. Then thereafter, you will prove that you voted by on our paper. I'll call as we had indicated so that we are sure all the members vote. So I believe, and we can now start of casting our votes. So the first person to cast a vote will be none other than Among Alice. I have understood. Should be the Lord Mayor. I withdraw that. Sorry for that mishap. We shall have none other than the Lord Mayor, Arias Lukwago. Michael, get the pen in the basin. Put one. Make it orderly. So where is number 2? Michael, come. So can we have the Deputy Lord Mayor, that is Kanyike? abstain. So I believe the rest we can move on as per the list. So can we have among Alice come forward? You sign from there, then go for the speaker and deputy. Next is Shamim Namusisi. We should be having Kajumba Umar coming up. Ensure you put the right ballot paper in the right box. Speaker and deputy. Atwire Alan. We should be having Moses Katabu come forward. Number 8. Abubakar Kawalya, then will be followed by Kibriji Rashid. Rashid, come forward as Kisuze prepare. Kisuze Ismail. Isuza Ismail, followed by Rwanga Daudi. Wait for it to come. Rwanga David, you could be coming to sign. Sign. Sibambi, it's next. Can we have Robert come forward? Robert wants to see. And Mayanja Solomon will follow. Mayanja Solomon. Fine, on the way there. Hold on. Let it finish. So we have Mugisha Okwera Moses, and followed by Mutazinda Mahmoud. Mugisha can come forward. Mutazinda Muhammad. You have water ballot box, okay? Nagawa Catherine should be signing now. Can we have Farida now? Alwoza, Rashida, you should prepare to come forward. Mama's Olive. Wait, let her finish. Can we have Shamim come forward? Then Nasasira Api. Hold on. Nyanjula Doreen. As Kennedy Okello come forward. Team Dennis Onyesi. Hold on. Let him finish. So Doreen Sabuka can come forward now. Use the black pen inside. Use the black pen inside, don't use your pen. Segrinya Muhammad, please come. There's a black pen there. So we can have Israel Kavalumi. Kavalumi. Teresa Owino. Use the black pen. There is a black pen there. Next is Wamala Kadu. We are done. Sorry. one person. And finally, can we have Zawadi Aida come? What's the name? Yes, his name is not ticked. Sorry. I think when I called the Lord Mayor, I now skipped yours because you were next to the Lord Mayor. I forgot. Sorry for that. You have it? Sorry. I believe all the councillors have casted their votes now. And thank you for that peaceful casting. So now the next step is to count the votes casted. And we shall count them vis-a-vis these ones we put here. I need to read it. Yes, you can tell. So we shall be reading and show it to you. Sorry? Pick them. Get the 3 edges. Come forward. Speaker, but you still all have to come. For the speaker. I will be doing that and showing them. No, they will come here. You are standing here. As I read and... yes. Can we have the particulars of the agents? members, we have agents here. Ismail Damba will be for Aji Abubakar. Moses Okwera for Jura Doreen, and Shamim award will be for Segrinya Muhammad. So I request your, so we shall be as we had 32 votes casted for deputy and for the speaker. This one is Kawalya Abubakar. You have it? Okay. Kawalya Abubakar. Kawalya Abubakar. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Nyanjula Doreen. Segrinya Muhammad. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Nyanjula Doreen. Kawalya Abubakar. Kawalya Abubakar.